Let's start up Olympus. It stopped loading and then it resumed loading. People have always turned their gaze skyward. In ancient times, they saw gods dwelling in the heavens. For many long years, the sky was a sacred domain that remained ever beyond reach. But then at one point, proper human history, began to see untold possibility in the vast space beyond the sky. From then on, it was no longer a mystery to be feared, but a riddle to be solved. That's right, we will use every tool we can, our minds especially, to discover what makes you tick. We will never stop again, not until we have claimed the heavens for ourselves. We will turn our gaze skyward, and one day, we will bring down the gods. Oof. Beyond the Great Pit. An impossibly enormous structure floats on the other side of the vast ocean, the texture that covers the planet's surface. As seen from the main monitor of the storm border currently soaring through the air, the structure appears to be a place inhabited by thousands, if not millions, of people. Is that a city? Senpai, look! Up in the sky! Atop the sprawling city sits another enormous structure. Above that, great mountains of translucent crystal loom even higher. And there, beyond the crystalline peaks, lies the very thing they've been searching for. The roots of cosmic fantasy stretching out into space. That's the Tree of Emptiness. That's the Tree of Emptiness we saw from Atlantis. But that's not the only thing that surprised me. I never would have dreamed that there could be such a massive hollow space underneath the Great Pit. It doesn't look subterranean either, it's more like an entirely different world. This is the true surface of the Earth. While it no doubt would appear to be the bowels of the Earth from up on Atlantis, it is in fact the true face of this Atlantic lost belt. Atlantis itself is a mere camouflage. In proper human history, Greek mythology, the age of man was ushered in through two great wars, known as Machia. But what is going on in this lost belt? How is it able to control this space to such a degree? How is it able to advance this far? It appears to operate in the same manner as the Chinese lost belt in that it fully embraces the Tree of Emptiness, but the manner in which it does so is wholly opposite the Chinese lost belts. While the Chinese lost belt hid its Tree of Emptiness completely, here it has been allowed to flourish to the greatest possible extent. At least that's what it looks like. That part down by the base must be the city. Yeah, it looks just like something you'd see in a science fiction novel. It's easily as impressive as the pictures of proper human history skyscraper Sion showed me. I can't tell what the exact dimensions of this city are just from looking at it, but it's safe to say there are at least 10 million people living there minimum. 10 million people. This is really it, huh? This is where our attack on the Atlantic lost belt really begins. Indeed, it would seem we truly have our work cut out for us. That of course is as true here as it is in the fifth of the seven hells as it ever was. Okay? And as Da Vinci said before, we cannot blind ourselves to the cost of our actions, not even for a moment. That being said, how one reacts to such a cost depends entirely on the individual, and I, for one, am delighted by how you have all held on to your humanity in the face of such adversity. Computer room here, sorry to interrupt, but I just finished scanning our vicinity. And just like I expected, the atmosphere is just chock full of magical energy. So this is the age of the gods. The magical energy density is at least on par with our records of the seventh singularity, if not higher. Are you serious? But the seventh singularity was in Mesopotamia during proper human history's age of the gods. Are you telling me this place exceeds its magical energy density? Ah, something just forced its way into our comms line. It's not from the Wandering Sea. This is... Look up ahead. The signal's coming from that colossal structure. Fear us. Praise us. You gaze upon mighty Olympus. The name of this lost belt I rule, given in honor of our great arc, has crossed the ocean of space. Now prostrate yourselves and weep before me. For this grand throne of the gods is not meant for the eyes of such insignificant specks as you. What's going on? The voice is so heavy. His pressure is immense, and he's not even here in person. It's as powerful as a spell designed to attack the mind. Da Vinci, quick, raise our bounded field's output before something happens to Terra rotting and mayhem in the air. Got it. Now then, between this immense pressure and this manner of speech, it looks like they're rolling out the biggest of big guns. If I am not mistaken, this must be... My name is Zeus. Zeus, the king of the gods. I rule over this ancient ocean. I rule this grand interstellar city. I rule over all. I am king of the Atlantico Lost Belt. Zeus? I was going to say one of the 12 Olympians, but no matter. This is unfortunately the worst of the possible scenarios I predicted, of all gods to come out and greet us. So that's the Zeus of this lost belt. I already had a good idea of this thanks to the Poseidon we saw in Atlantis, but indeed, this king of gods may be very different from the one in proper human history, but deep down they are fundamentally the same. The supreme being of Greek mythology, the winner of the both Machaea wars, and the one who rules over the 12 Olympians. Not merely a divine spirit, but a genuine god who once existed right here on Earth. His deep ties to both the concrete and abstract planes mean that he is one of the phenomena shaping the very world itself. To put it another way, the king of the gods of myth is, in a very real sense, the closest thing there is to a ruler of the entire planet. Then does that mean he's like a Scathach Scotty in the Scandinavian Lost Belt? Or Arjuna in the Indian Lost Belt? Unfortunately, no. The combat data we collected from Artemis and Poseidon alone speaks volumes. We were able to weaken Arjuna's divinity by attacking the faith he endangered. Engendered. But we definitely won't be able to do the same with these gods. Their existence is fundamentally different. Their godly functionality is a core part of their being. Just look at the Theos Kleronomia if you need proof. Their functionality is what makes them gods. Nothing can be done to alter that, and Zeus is the one who stands above all the others. So what are you two trying to say? That Zeus is more powerful than any other foe we've faced to date? That can't possibly be true. Don't you remember how tough Arjuna was? He was a monster who absorbed every god in India. How could anything entire orders of magnitude more powerful than him even exist? If, like Artemis and Poseidon, Zeus has continuously ruled this planet since ancient times without changing his very nature, then he is without a doubt in a league of his own. Oh boy. For you see, the ancient dramatist Asclepius once described Zeus as the omnipotent and omniscient god of justice, an omnipotent king of the gods. Fool! Omnipotent as in all-powerful. Oh, come now, how can he possibly be omnipotent? Zeus is strong, yes, but he's known for being sneaky and lecherous. He used to take any old animal or person he came across and toss them up into the sky as constellations. He also wields thunderbolts said to be capable of incinerating the entire universe. Fool! Is that true, Captain? Come on, give it to us straight. You're a half-god on Poseidon's side, right? Just what the hell are the Olympic gods? Are they just like the myths say, or are they something entirely different? Because if Zeus really does have the authority to destroy the whole universe... I don't know, okay? I mean, I can say that my father wasn't a machine, but if this lost belt develops along an entirely different timeline than the one we know, then it wouldn't surprise me if Zeus turned out to be a machine god just like that Poseidon was. If these gods are the embodiment of the planet's concrete and abstract, and possess the same abilities, properties, and authority as described in the mythology, and if on top of that they also possess powerful mechanical bodies, then I suppose maybe these machines were always their true bodies, even in proper human history? And if that's the case, that would mean this lost belt is... Captain? Oh, right. Anyways, if he's omnipotent, and he seems to be, then he's the strongest being in Olympus. So it's safe to assume he has the authority powerful and all-encompassing enough to merit leading the other 12 Olympians. I don't know exactly what he's like here, but in the age of the gods I know, he was definitely the top dog. So if at all possible, I'd really rather not face him head-on. Exactly, he is not someone you want to go head-to-head with. It'd be one thing if there was a way to snuff out all of this demiurge-class divinity like we did in Scandinavia and India, but when it's an honest-to-goodness genuine god we're talking about, that's just not gonna work. Woo woo! Who? Now fall! Insignificant ones. All hands, brace for impact. Thunderbolts! No, these are great thunderbolts. These magical energy levels are bonkers. Every single bolt is ginormous. Wait, you're kidding me? They're all as strong as Artemis's cannon? Oh, come the hell on. I've heard of power creep, but this is nuts. Man in the air. Do whatever you must to make sure those don't hit us. We only just got this new ship. Wait, checking whole beams now. I was right. They're all missing us, but how? Looks like an emergency scattering worked, Da Vinci. Hell yeah, it did. Well, I'll be excellent work, Captain Technical Advisor. You're both far more useful than Aqua Pazzo there. So, what was that gizmo just now anyway? Some sort of secret defensive system you put together when I wasn't looking? Yeah, pretty much. It's basically a kind of spirit origin chaff grenade that uses extremely high-performance dummy spirit origins to throw off enemy attacks. I only just finished putting it together before we went down the Great Pit. It's the Stormboarder's latest defense. I might not have been able to finish it in time for our showdown with Artemis, but it's designed to even defend against attacks from orbit. And as you just saw, it works brilliantly. None of that lightning is hitting us directly. Whoa! You're the best, Da Vinci. Nice job scattering it, Captain. No problem. I was already reaching for the console as soon as I heard the Z in Zeus. Ah, that's right. Woohoo! The Stormboarder is amazing. This is just the kind of dream ship I would have imagined Captain Neos and the Atlas Institute could come up with if they were together. Not even Zeus's Thunderbolts can touch us. You see that, Zeus? This is what proper human history's Mage Association can do when we set our minds to it. Now, all that being said, would you mind if I brought up a different issue? I'm managing to fight a brilliant mid-air battle at the moment, but technically the ship is still falling, right? Heh. I knew it! Of course we're technically falling. I'm doing my damnedest to slow our fall with the propulsion system and inertia controls, but I can't change the fact that this is a boat. Of course it's not going to work right anywhere that's not on the sea, underwater, or void space. Turn around it, Mash. Get your seats and don't move a muscle and keep an eye on the monitors. Look for any body of water we could use for an emergency landing. Sea, lake, pond, anything. Roger that. Dodging Zeus's thunderbolts won't do us much good if we end up being dashed to pieces on the ground. We need to keep the Stormboarder and myself safe at any cost. True, every aspect of this new border is undoubtedly at the cutting edge of proper human history technology. However, would the supreme being of a mythological system so advanced that it had a futuristic technology like nanomachines for thousands of years really miss his first strike? Then again, what if... Captain, Da Vinci, open the engine up to full throttle. It's not safe to be up in the air like this. Nearby body of water or not, we need to land while the chaff is still working. There, target spotted at 4,000 meters below. We can use the trees and the forest to cushion our descent. Set inertia control to 7 o'clock, point the bow downward, unfurl the zero sail by 80%. Got out of hand of the controls. All you Marines get to your post now. Aye, man, we'll blast our way out of here like a giant marlin. Keep scattering the spirit origin shaft as we descend. Once we're 1,000 meters from the target landing point, pitch the bow up. All hands brace for impact. It's going to be a bumpy landing. Hang on tight. This G-force is intense. It feels like my gut's about to clean off. come clean off. Why are we going down this fast, Captain? I thought the Spirit Origin shaft was keeping us safe. An elementary deduction, Gordolf. True, the Storm Porter's new weaponry is a force to be reckoned with. However, take a look at the gale of thunderbolts and consider this. What if Zeus is still holding back and this is just what he considers warning shots? Warning shots? You mean he still has yet to actually attack us? They're all as good as dead. They might call me Phoenix, but that doesn't mean I actually can fly out here. Come on, everyone, hurry. We need to get out of this airspace as soon as possible. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Damn it, it's no use. I can't dodge every bolt. We're going to take a direct hit. Mayonnaise, take the helm. What? Me? Senpai. Brace yourselves, everyone. Everyone? Good night. Come. Interstellar Mountain City, Olympus, the day to bring down gods. Alright, that's our first taste. We will resume recording next time if this is the end. Let's see if it really is. And I'm gonna go get some sleep. Oh, yep,